In this video, I want to share 5 ways semen retention makes you a dangerous man. The first way semen retention makes you a dangerous man is that you stop trying to impress women. And what I'm learning is that, bro, you can sit within like discomfort. I work at a restaurant, right? And I work at a restaurant that's near a college. So there'd be like a lot of younger girls that come around. There's older women. You get the whole range of women, okay? And I'm at a place now where I can be around women. I work with a lot of women too. And when I'm in their presence, it's almost like I'm just comfortable in my own skin. I used to be at a place where I would feel like nervous, kind of always like having to perform, make sure I say the right things. It's almost like you always wanting to be liked, always wanting to impress. And it probably has to do with maturity and getting older as well. But now it's like, you can be around women, you know, whether they younger, follow me, I ain't talking about like that. What I'm saying is like, when I'm interacting with them, bro, it's almost like I can take or leave this interaction. Like this interaction, how it goes, doesn't dictate like who I am or how I feel about myself. It's like a confident energy that I have within myself where I can't, it's like I'm unshakable, unwavering, true masculine confidence within myself. You really might not understand this until you try this. It's a very powerful thing that I'm talking about. And that's the best way that I can describe it. It's like you become unshakable. The second way semen retention makes you a dangerous man is that you stop oversexualizing things, okay? I feel like when I was watching adult content or fapping all the time, like everything had a sexual angle to it. You know, you could be working with a girl and maybe she like turn her body a certain way and you looking at her like, yeah, you know what I mean? And your thoughts are taking you to a certain place, and it's because you're consuming so much of that adult content that fantasy world is kind of like the lens that you see the world through. She might drop something on the floor. You see her pick it up like, damn. It might remind you of something you've seen in one of the flicks. You see what I'm saying? If you've dealt with this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Also, like, man, it gets so deep when you're watching that type of content that you may see a woman out in the world and be like, damn, she is fine. She remind me of such and such who I seen in the flick. Oh man, I gotta pop one off now. And see, that's how it like corrupts your mind in a way. Like everything you're doing is through that lens. That's not where you want to be. When you get on this semen retention, when you start experiencing the other side of this, you start seeing women as women. You know, you don't objectify them anymore. They're not just like your pleasure pump. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more of like, yeah, she's a human being too. You know what I mean? And her energy doesn't make me get so like riled up in myself anymore to like where I have to like go release or something. It's consuming that type of content, man. It completely changes how you see the world. Number 3 is that you can better sense an energetic match. So when you're on semen retention, what I'm noticing is that I almost can feel a woman's presence, her energetic presence. Like, this girl got chaotic presence. She got chaotic energy. I can't really even deal with her, man. Because if I deal with her, it's going to kind of disturb my peaceful presence that I have going on in my life. And you start to notice this type of stuff. You might get around a woman and be like, damn, she got cool, calm presence. I like that. When I get around her, I feel like I'm at home. You know, and you can start to see this better. You can start to feel it better on an energetic level. This is what semen retention does. You're like keeping your energy within, and it almost like allows you to be able to feel somebody else's energy. I feel like when we're depleting ourselves and when you're popping off all the time, you let anything come into your life for a multitude of reasons. But these are just some of the benefits that I've experienced here. The 4th way semen retention makes you a dangerous man is that you become comfortable in your own skin. Like I was saying earlier, man, you can sit within discomfort. You might go on a first date and, you know, the nerves and you're making sure that you're on point and that you are not saying any silly shit, that you're not looking goofy. When you kind of are on this journey, bro, you don't give a damn about none of that. Like, I don't care. I am who I am. You know, I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to, you know, be a couple of grown kids and enjoy each other's company. But I don't put so much weight on the performance or so much weight on having to impress another individual. Like I am who I am and I'm confident in who I am. And when you get that type of confidence within yourself, you become a dangerous man. because nothing can really get you off your square. Yeah, you still gonna have your problems in life. Yeah, you still gonna, deal with stressful moments, but it's like you bounce back faster. You're not releasing that primal energy that we all possess within us. And like, I feel like when you're releasing that all the time, you're like depleting yourself of your ability to be able to handle tough times. Like when you're popping off all the time, shit makes you weak. Fellas, if you're getting any value out of this video so far, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now for this last way that semen retention makes you a dangerous man is that you can see clearly, like Neo. Bro, I stepped out the matrix. It's like I can see now. Once you stop watching the adult content, stop playing with yourself all the time. It's like, the fog is gone away. That lens has been removed. That goofy ass lens where I saw women a certain way has been lifted from me. I feel like when you're fapping all the time, watching the adult content, especially when you start at a young age, like I did, it becomes like a coping mechanism for you. Anytime you got stress in your life, anytime you feel uncomfortable, you got to pop one off. You start training yourself to handle discomfort in that way. So when you're doing that for years and decades, it's going to take some time to be able to reverse that. That's one thing that you got to have some patience with too, and have some grace with yourself as well. You're not going to be able to like stop it just like overnight, unless you got one hell of a, place of like discipline. But in doing that so long, man, and building that muscle and coping in that kind of unhealthy way, I've learned that once you get to the other side, man, and you stop doing that, bro, it's like you step into like the real world in a way. You step out of that fantasy world. You step out of you remove the lustful lens, and it like calms you in a way. Like I was saying in the first one here, there's nothing better than being around a bunch of women and like being so centered in yourself, being so grounded within yourself. Like you're not nervous. You are strong. You're rooted. You're anchored in yourself. And it's a beautiful place to be in, man. And it's not just around women too. It's around people in general. Again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my other videos on semen retention. I'm gonna leave one floating around right here for you, and I will see y'all there. Peace.